What's up, everybody? So, if you had to choose a superpower for one day, what would you choose? All right. I cannot be on that long today. As you see, I'm in the barbershop and I have a haircut on the way. But if you had to choose, right? If you had to choose a superpower, you had one day to choose a superpower. What would it be? What would you choose? And I'm going to start this off because it's the topic that I'm choosing to talk about today. If I had any superpower, right, I would choose to be invisible. And the reason why is because with me being invisible, I could pretty much do whatever I wanted to, right? I could sneak in, take as much stuff as I want to, right? I could see things that, I don't normally see. Um, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to these topics, but I would love to be invisible, stack up my bread. And I don't even know now because I got a different mindset. I don't know if I would even try stealing anything. But what I would do, I would love to sneak in a lot of these meetings, a lot of these businesses, and learn the secrets so I could benefit from those secrets. As far as I would go to California where YouTube is, I think it's in California. I would see how to spike the algorithm, how to make any of my videos go viral. I will go to these streaming service companies and learn how to make any of my songs go completely viral, get loyal streamers, not streamers, but get a loyal following behind my songs. It's a lot of different things that I would do. My first thought of going invisible wouldn't be just to steal anything. Now, when I was younger, maybe. But now, since I'm older and I realize the consequences of, you know, stealing and being a thief, I really choose not to do those things. But if you had a superpower for one day, what would it be? What would you choose to pick? Would you want to fly? Would you want to have incredible strength? Um, Cody, black fatigue. That's what you would pick for one day. Okay, that's cool. Like I said, I choose to be invisible. I would love to be invisible, and so I could just find out more information. You know, Sabu. I don't know what that is. SYBAU. I don't know what that is. But me being invisible, I would definitely start. I would learn more about the things that I really want to do. You know. Yep. So if you had the ability to choose a superpower for a day, what would you do? Black fatigue means I'm tired of blacks. Oh wow, for real? That's how you feel? Okay, okay. Well, let me go ahead and block you on this channel because if you're tired of blacks, you definitely don't want to hear me. Cool, cool. But yeah, so if you had a superpower for one day, what would you choose? What would you choose? Dark Hyatt, welcome to the chat. If you had a superpower for one day, what would you choose? Like I said, I can't be on chat that long today, so this is going to be a very short chat because honestly, I have a client that's about to come through the door at any moment, and I need to make sure that I'm ready. Even though I'm already set up, but I want to make sure that I'm ready. You know. But me being invisible would be my number one power that I would definitely want to utilize if I had to choose a superpower to use for a day. I would love to be invisible just because I would be able to get the information that I want to know about. You know, a lot of us, um, like I said previous, when I was younger, I definitely would take the invisible power and probably want to steal some stuff. But I know now that's not the right thing to do. So I wouldn't even want to use my superpowers to steal. But I do want to use my superpowers to get more knowledgeable about the things that I really want to do. Okay? It's certain things that I really want to do, and just having that knowledge would will give me more insight and will help me in the future. You know, they say this is an old saying: you can give a man a fish, right? He's gonna be hungry the next day, and you have to keep continue to give him a fish. Or, right, you can teach a man to fish, and he can get as many fish as he wants to, and that's the pretty much that's the motive that I'm going to use. You know, reluctant. Welcome to the chat. I love the fun too. I love the fun. It's hard. Gabe, welcome to the chat. So if y'all had to choose a superpower for today, what would it be? What would you use? Not what would you use, but what would you be? Now, what superpower would it be? Right? What would you choose to use? Me personally, I'm choosing to be invisible. Invisibility. Me too, Gabe. Yep. And back in the day when I was younger, I would want to be invisible so I could steal stuff. But now I don't want to steal. So I'd rather sneak in these buildings and corporations just to find out more information so I can be knowledgeable about what I want to do. Okay? That's what I would use it for. You know, I want to become smarter. So me becoming smarter is just going to the source and finding the information. You know? Yep. Invisibly. Invisibility is definitely a great superpower to have. Some people might choose to be strong. Some people might choose to be fast. Some people might choose to um what what's some other popular superpowers? There's so many. Uh, Telekinesis, learning to read people's minds. You know, yeah. Invisibility. I like to teleport or fly. Also, hey, that's a real good one too. Reluctant. That's a real good one right there. Teleport or fly. Definitely. I've had so many different dreams about flying. I had one earlier this week about flying. But yeah, that's a really good superpower to have. Everybody answers are different. Everybody answers. Nobody answer is wrong. Just depending on what you would like to do. At this stage in my life, I want to learn more. So it's like me being able to go to these businesses and corporations and just understand how they maneuver, how they work. Definitely will be my strategy. You know, teleport, Goku and Dragon Z. Oh yeah, that'd be hard though, especially Dragon Ball Z. Yep. Yep. What would you do? What would you do? Chat. If you had any, if you had the power to choose any superpower, right, for one day, what would it be? Reluctant said that he would want to, you know, fly or teleport in Dragon Ball Z, and that's really cool. Gabe said invisibility. I said invisibility. Blaze Cat, what's up? I don't know why I didn't see that. K Drop, what up? My bad. Dark Hyatt, what's good? I appreciate everybody coming in the chat. I can't stay on the chat too long, but if you had the ability to choose or the option to choose any superpower for one day, what would it be? And what would you use it for? Minecrafter, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. If you had the ability and the option to choose one superpower, what would it be? Leave it in the comment section. There's no right or wrong answer. I would really love to hear from you. Okay? I can't stay long today because I have somebody about to come in that door any moment now. Do you have phone? Yeah, of course I have a phone. I'm on the phone right now. But if you had the choice, right? If you had the choice to choose a superpower, what would you choose? What would you choose? Leave your comments below. There's no right or wrong answers. No matter if you see it live or you see the broadcast after I finish live, leave your comment below. Do play Roblox? I don't play Roblox. I don't have enough time to do that right now. Yeah, I don't. Right. But if I had the choice, and I'm gonna say it again, right? If I had the choice to choose a superpower, I would definitely choose to be invisible. And the reason why is because it's a lot of knowledge that I want to know, and I'm going to these corporations and I'm going to find out about everything that I want to know about. Okay, I'm gonna speed up my success, and I'm going straight to the source. All right. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answers. I appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can stay notified. I appreciate everybody commenting. Until the next time, stay focused, stay blessed, and if you had that superpower, what would it be? Drop it right now. I'm out, guys.